Hi, so this video is for those that have not made cacao before, or you've made cacao and you've watched my other video, which I highly recommend if you haven't watched it to watch it, my morning cacao practice, and that really walks you through much more in detail the practice, the space we hold around cacao as a medicine, as a beautiful wisdom keeper plant that teaches us so much. So if you haven't watched it, please, I highly encourage you and invite you to go watch that video because it's gonna give you a lot more detail. The purpose of this video is for those that are maybe looking to speed up the process a little bit because let's be honest, life gets busy, things happen. We don't always have 10, 15 minutes to make the cacao and sit with it and all of that. So this is really to just show you what I do. Again, this is about you finding what works for you, but this is what I do that feels good and works good for me on the mornings that I do have to get out the door faster or I need to speed up the process, but always keeping in mind that I am still doing it with some level of intention and meaning. So honestly, what I do is I will either microwave my liquid, not the chocolate, but the liquid, if I'm really pressed for time. Otherwise, I'll use a pan to just heat it up, and I'll tell you why in a second. I might use a pan instead of microwave. So I microwave my liquid, minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then I take it out, and then I add whatever cacao I'm feeling called to that morning, and then I use this awesome electric mixer, got it on Amazon for like 10 bucks, and I'll whisk it up. And then it's good to go. I do always try to remember that first sip is done with me slowing down, me getting intentional with myself, and just allowing myself to have that moment, right? So that's really important for me. So the only thing to add about the microwave and why I don't love doing that for various reasons, but because the cup's already full, and then I add my chocolate, and then I try to whisk, and this whisk is really powerful, and many times I have spilled the cacao over and it makes a mess. So a couple things I do now is I will fill it maybe only half or 3/4 of the way, and then whisk it, right? Heat it up, whisk it, and then I'll add a little bit more hot liquid to it. So I'll microwave that separate and then add a little more to it. Also, some mornings I'll just use the pan to heat up my liquids, and then that way I can pour half in, whisk it, and pour the rest in. So whatever works for you, that seems to work really well for me on those days that I'm looking to speed up the process a little bit. So that's it. I'll put all the products I'm loving right now, the cacao I'm using, I'll put this I'll put this whisk in the show notes down below so you can find those. You can also go to lizlandine.com/playground is where I post a lot of my stuff around what I'm playing with, what I'm exploring, what I'm just having fun with, and that includes all my cacao stuff. Awesome, thanks, have a great day.